Tak, dobrý večer, přátelé. Dobrý večer a vítejte u nové hry. Máme tu Disco Elysium, takže jsem na to zvědavej. Tuhle tu hru už jsem jakože několikrát omrkával. Říkal jsem si, že by to možná stálo za to, že bych si ji možná i já rád zahrál. Nicméně, pokud jde o stream, tak ta hra měla dlouho velký problém, že protože tahle hra, za prvý je to detektivní příběhová RPG adventura, a je to hodně, není to nějak extra, není to vlastně akční záležitost, ale je to hodně textový. Tuny a tuny textů. A je to hodně pomalý. Což znamená, že to není tak asi úplně ideální a hlavně to nebylo úplně ideální pro stream. A teďka, nebo ono už to vyšlo díl, vyšla verze Final Cut, který teda teďka máme my, a který byl čirou náhodou i teďka přes svátky vlastně rozdávaný na Epiku zdarma. A ve Final Cutu to dostalo kompletní dubbing, nějaký trošičku ještě polazení a tuším, že snad ještě i nějakých pár jakože vedlejších záležitostí, nějakých vedlejších questíků nebo něco se tam možná objevilo, ale tím si nejsem tak úplně jistý. 100% to bylo primárně hlavně o tom, že to dostalo ten kompletní dubbing a trošičku to bylo dolazeno. Nicméně na to už existuje i čeština komunitní, takže teďka i s tím dubbingem a s tou češtinou už bychom to možná mohli zkusit. Vlastně ten příběh je to zasazený do nějakého jakože fiktivního světa, alternativního světa. A celý to je takový trošičku jakože až skoro psychedelický, takže uvidíme, jak to půjde nebo ne. Díky tomu, že teda už tam máme i češtinu, tak to možná bude i schůdnější i na tom streamu, že si to aspoň můžeme přečíst. Na druhou stranu, protože to je hodně moc textový, tak mám lehoulinkou obavu, aby náhodou uvidíme, jak bude hodně kvalitní ta čeština, protože samozřejmě, když je hra hodně moc jakože o textu, tak je možný, že třeba autor té češtiny potom jakože úplně netrefí záměr toho originálu, jo? Že vlastně se můžeme dočkat takových těch situací, že třeba něco originálně v angličtině třeba to mělo fakt jako grády, velký vtip, kdežto v češtině to prostě už tak nevyzní a nebude to tak úplně to ono, ale je ztraceno v překladu. Tak, pokud jde o tu češtinu, samozřejmě jako vždycky, pokud koukáte tady na Twitchi, tak vykřičník Cestina. Pokud koukáte ze záznamu na YouTube, tak v popisu každého záznamu samozřejmě odkaz na tu češtinu tentokrát najdete. Takže jo. Půjdeme na to. Co jsem koukal na How Long to Beat, tak lidi to dohrávají, má to obrovitánský rozpětí, někde v rozmezí 30 až 70 hodin, tak jsem zvědavý, kam do tohohle z toho rozpětí my nějak zahučíme a jsem vůbec zvědavý, jestli mě to vůbec bude bavit nebo ne. Uvidíme. Každopádně by to mělo být jakože pomalý, ne nic rychlýho, takže asi v tom nějaký pátek strávíme, pokud to bude teda zábavný a pokud mě to bude bavit. Takže vrhneme se na to. Ještě možná budu muset ze začátku tady do něčeho šáhnout, uvidíme, jak to pojede. Tady můžeme vrátit možná krapet hlasitostí hudby. Jsem teďka chtěl na začátku jenom, aby jsem se tady s tím nepřevřvával. Tak to necháme asi takhle a uvidíme. Tak. Takže dáme novou hru. Je to pro mě nová hra. Víceméně pořádně o tom ději a o tom všem vím jenom toliko z nějakých jakože nespoilerových recenzí, případně to, co jsem si kde přečetl. Tak, tady máme nějaké možnosti buď to předdefinovaných nějakých postav, anebo nějakou, co si uděláme sami. Tak. Jediný, co vlastně vím o té hře, je, že budeme jakýsi detektiv, Vožrala, vožungr nějaký, že to je. Který jaksi se propil úplně až do bezvědomí, vygumoval si úplně mozek a máme řešit někde nějakou vraždu nebo něco takového. Tak, ale protože nevím, co vlastně nás čeká, tak si myslím, že asi nebudeme vymýšlet jako vlastní postavu, a že si tady vezmeme nějakou předdefinovanou. První je nějaký myslitel, extrémně inteligentní, velmi špatně vychází s lidmi, zná zajímavá fakta, přichází s originálními nápady, inteligence, logika, encyklopedie, retorika, drama. Psycha. Tvá moc ovlivňovat sebe i ostatní. Tady to nemá nic. Tady má něco málo v encyklopedii. Fyzička. Jak dobře je to tělo stavěné. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Motorika. Jak dobře se dokážeš pohybovat. Tohle pořádně zatím vůbec nevím, co to jako spousta těch věcí, jakože k čemu nám bude nebo nebude, ale to se prostě dozvíme. To znamená myslitel, senzibil nebo svalovec. Velmi psychologický, magnetická osobnost, ale nestabilní, mohl by začít přicházet o rozum, tak toho asi nechceme. Extrémně tělesný, se světem komunikuje prostřednictvím svého těla, odvede svou práci, ale je blbý jako štoudev. Aha, tak si prostě dáme nějakýho myslitele tady toho hnedka prvního. Pokračovat.
There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Prastarý plazí mozek. To jako s náma teďka hovoří náš mozek, který je na úrovni plaza, nebo co?
Ever.
Nemusíš nikdy nic dělat. Nikdy. Okay.
Never, ever.
Vůbec nikdy, prostě dál neexistuje. Vůbec nikdy.
Never, ever, ever, baby.
OK. Tak prostě dál neexistuje.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Neobsahuje žádné ex-manželky. Tohle je špica. Dej mi ještě trochu. Co to bylo s tím ex něčím?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Chtěl jsem vidět něco o tom ex něčem.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
Co? My jsme se upili teďka jakože do bezvědomí, protože nás opustila ženská nebo něco? Honzi? Nenech mě někdy odejít? Jak to můžu říct, když nevím, co je kdo, proč, o kom, o čem? Ne, já chci hned vypadnout, mám rád bolest a spalující světlo a chtít věci od lidí, kteří mi je nechtějí dát.
Do you really?
Nebuď naivní, samozřejmě, že ne, chci plout inkoustovou černotou, pokud neskončí věčnost. Ano, nech mě vystoupit. To asi ho musíme přesvědčit, jako že chceme hrát, aby se něco událo. Nech mě vystoupit.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself. Got a bit carried away, did we, chef?
Jo, je to tak. Je mi to jedno, jsem idiot. Odvážný idiot.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Pomoz mi, ke krku mám připevněnou hlavu a já jsem v ní. Prosím, ne, rozmyslel jsem si to, vezmi mě zpátky do beztvarného, beztělesného nic.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Kdo jsem? Co za tvara si tohle udělá do vlastních úst? Pomozte mi někdo, uřízněte mi hlavu, snaží se zavraždit zbytek mého těla.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice can name a motor carriage.
Otevři oči. Dostali jsme se z toho? Dobře. To jsme ale fešák. Co jsme to pili? Dvoulitrová láhev Komodorova červeného je prázdná. Prázdná cívka. Podrž tab pro zvýraznění. Kdysi bylo v téhle cívce pásek, ale ten byl v záchvatu steku zničen. Někoho muselo něco na singlu Etenýrů, nejmenší kostelíček Saint Science, vyvez míry. Na etiketě stojí, že píseň byla nahrána v roce 43. OK. Roztoučový magnetofon je stále zapnutý a jede na prázdno. Je nějaká bota. Nechci botu asi. Ne. Ne. Taký kalhoty si možná vezmeme, ne? Jo, hnedka jsme si... Kočičí mrštnost +1, elektrochemie. Můžeš zmizet dopryč už? Jo, aha. Nemůžeš. Když jsi byl... Tak je prostě... Co to dělá? Těsně přes tehna. Zvonáče prostě, OK. Zlatahněné kalhoty jsou střižené do zvonu, normální kalhoty do zvonu by byly přes boky volnější, ale tyhle mají k normálu daleko. Jsou to něčí močí nasáklé spermatem potřísněné party kalhoty. Aha. Aha. Budeme se opláchnout. Nepůjdeme se opláchnout. Co je tohle?
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Aha, chceme se na sebe podívat? Ne, nechceme se na sebe podívat. Nebo možná chceme, třeba tam bude něco vtipného.
Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says whirling in rags on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. The Whirling in Rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast, frequented by dock workers.
Slovy nedokážeš popsat, jak to tu smrdí, chtělo by to básníka.
A mirror hangs on the wall, covered in steam.
Tak
You
nám
cannot,
ukáž.
as you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror.
Tohle je moc velký, abych to... Něco mezi tím, kdyby šlo, by bylo fajn. Prostě to skončíme. Otři zrcadlo, možná bych si měl nejdřív sáhnout na obličej, abych se ujistil, jestli s ním není něco nepořádku. Raději nevědět.
Behold,
Fešák.
you have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Může pomoct mi, co to je? Samozřejmě, že mám. Je to nějaká superhvězda. Myslím, že jsem superhvězda. To je tvář alkoholika v pozdním stavu.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
Prostě na nás mluví jako že zrcadlo. Já nic nevytvářím, ta tvář to dělá sama. Vůbec netuším, proč tam je, prostě tam je.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Zkus přestat.
Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Superhvězdovství, bože, já nevím, je to nepopsatelné. Myslím, že to má vypadat dvojsmyslně, obávám se, že je to určeno pro dámy. Snažím se naznačit, že jsem něčím sympatický. Myslím, že se mi to taky tak nějak daří, takovým tím tesklivým způsobem. Má to své kouzlo. Je to výraz bolesti.
You are correct.
Ale hrozivá obtížnost. Ponoř se hluboko do své mysli a najdi původ toho výrazu. Nemožná obtížnost, aha, takže zatím nám tenhle šklep zůstane. Asi. 58%, 3%. A tady nějakou šanci máme.
It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume la Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
Aha. Takže já jsem si ho adaptoval. Proč? Cítím potřebu přidat mlaskavý zvuk, když ho dělám. Jak je to dlouho, co byl nový styl? Ještě něco, jako kdo jsem? Proč jsem se propil do zapomnění?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness. Aside from the useless fact that the motor carriage outside was a caprice canema. Some 20 odd years. There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Nemožné. Prozatím to necháme. Konceptuálnost, sugestivnost. No ku košili. Co je to tak? Šuplík s ideami. Otáčkofil. Jo, tady bude nějaká ta encyklopedie nebo něco takového. Nechutný zápach. Sugestivnost. Jo, -1. A ta je... Jo, ono to má kočičí mršnost -1, ne plus. Jsem si to čet blbě. Víno, pivo a sladké likéry. S tím nic neuděláme. Tak tu botu asi budeme potřebovat. Ale kde je druhá? Tady je nějaká kravata. Jak to tak viděl.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Kočičí mršnost. Chytní kravatu. Zastavíme větrák.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade.
Dobře.
What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Proč se mnou ty věci mluvěj? Vnitřní svět. Bujná fantazie. Kravatu zdobí křiklavý vzor. Je znepokojivě živý. Nějak máš pocit, že by nebylo správné ji někdy sundat. Teď je to tvá přítelkyně. Zradíš jí, když ji vyměníš za nějakou nudnou šálu. Tahle bílá satanová košile bývala luxusní, kdysi se opravdu blištila. Teď smrdí, jako by se někdo vymočil do podpaří. Sako disco blázna. Plus 1 policejní duch. OK, už vypadáme jako nějaký divný detektiv. Halogenové vodoznaky. Vypadá to, že někdo stáhl tohle sako z nějakého dávno vyhynulého disco zvířete. Má na zádech a pravém rukávu záhadný bílý obdélník.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Vizuální analýza. Tohle je bílé ověření. Můžeš to zkusit znovu. OK.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Rozbilo cokoliv, přišlo to zevnitř. Někdo něco prohodil tím oknem. Rozbil jsem ho vlastníma rukama. Aha.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend.
Uh-huh.
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Možná jsem to nebyl já, měl bych si pro tu botu dojít. Nepotřebuji nikoho.
The cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Můžeme
The
nakouknout
window
ven?
stands broken in its frame. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Válkou zničených budov. Okay. Úkoly. Najdi svou druhou botu. Vypadá to, že tvoje zelená bota z krokodýlí kůže postrádá družku. Měl bys ji najít, než se vydáš do divokého neznáma. 2 boty jsou lepší než 1. Dej je znovu dohromady. Takže takovej tutoriálek tady z toho máme. Tak, jdeme si oblíknout 1 botu. A vydáme se pro druhou. Tato zelená bota z krokodýlí kůže má vysoký podpatek a chromované ozdoby. Perfektně padne na levou nohu, teď už jen zbývá najít tu druhou botu. Tak asi všechno. Co? On tady asi někdo je. Nemůžu otáčet? Nemůžu otáčet. A tady hraje nějaká tato. Nějaký rádio. Březen, píše se rok 51.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Hlas je Miss Disco tanečnice Oraňská. Mladá žena z... OK.
Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Mhm.
A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
Důstojníku. Odvrať svůj opuchlý obličej od její krásy a pokračuj v chůzi. Jsem snad voják?
No.
Počkat, já vím, jsem námořník. První důstojník, že? Ne, proč jste mě nazvala důstojníkem?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Co si děláte, prdel? Jste si jistá?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
Celou tu dobu?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
Takže se o sobě dozvíme víc. Co je to za záležitost?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Oficiální policejní záležitost určitě není pití.
You have no doubts about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
Možná nevím, kde jsem, nebo kdo jsem, nebo co je. Koupris kinema. Pokud vím, jak zní. Proč si nepamatuju, že jsem policajt nebo cokoliv jinýho? Sugestivnost. Mizivá šance. Zkus na ní výraz, dej jí najevo, že jí chceš fyzicky. Mhm. Kolik máme? 3% šance, no tak to ani nebudeme zkoušet. Proč si nepamatuju, že jsem policajt nebo cokoliv jiného?
Could it be because of the drinking?
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
Kdo se zdravým rozumem by mě nechal dělat strážce zákona?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
She nods.
Ale vím, když mi někdo neříká všechno, co tady dělám, co je můj případ.
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. The body has been there for a week now. The locals probably got tired of it and called the cops.
Aha.
I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit lost, officer.
Zkusíme to. 3% jsou přeci jenom 3%, není to 0. Schválně. Dvě šestky vyhrávají vždycky. Nelze ho zkusit znova. Sugestivnost 0.
Try the expression. Come on, why are you still doing this?
Dvě šestky nám padly. Neuvěřitelný. Zkoušíš výraz? No tak proč tohle pořád děláš? Jsem na prahu smrti, opuchlý, vyřízený a přesto poznechni si, ustane někdy ta touha.
Alcohol raises testosterone levels, especially in men. The levels remain elevated after inebriation ends and the pain begins. You seek comfort. It's only natural.
Ty seš nějaká chytrá, poslouchej.
She puts out her cigarette. Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you've said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Co když nechci klást otázky, než odejdete, mám na vás pár otázek.
You're a cop, Harry. It is unnatural of you not to want to ask questions.
Mhm.
Yes.
Co je tohle za místo? Kde to jsem? Řekněte mi, je teď rok 51, váš pokoj je téměř vedle mého, slyšela jste včera v noci něco?
You're in a hostel, sir.
Ne, kde jsem je?
We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Mělo by to pro mě něco znamenat?
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranier, another part of the world.
A jak to víme?
It's 51.
A století?
The current century?
A to je které? Jaké má číslo?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
Kolik století už teda uplynulo?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
Mhm. Tak, slyšela jsi
There
něco?
was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Měl jsem nějakou návštěvu.
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course, like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on. It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace. A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time you were yelling along to it.
Jakou dobu jste do toho Cože? Huh.
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it. Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me. Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Ale. To si vymýšlíte, tohle bych se nikdy... To jsem celý já, co jsem to vlastně udělal. Jste jistá, že jsem nebyl napaden?
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Řekněte mi, že už se nedělo nic jiného. Jsem pyšný, že to slyším. Řekněte mi, že se toho dělo víc. Dělo se ještě něco.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
OK.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Dobrá. Ten špaček jsme si nevzali? Asi ne. Zvýšit úroveň? Jo, tady si budeme levelovat. OK. Sem se nedostanem. Co to je? No, něco tam je. Co to je? Peňážky, nějaký drobáčky. Reály? Naboje, my dokonce budeme mít i nějakou zbraň. Okay. Jo, tady vidím. Stanu se pro tu moji botu. Hýbat s obrazem nemůžu. Můžu, trošičku se jenom oddálit se můžu. Vteřinku. Tak, jdeme pro bodku. Pravda. -1 kočičí mršnost zase nám to dává. Už jsou celkem -2. K čemu je kočičí mršnost? Proklouzní jim pod nosem a mračí svým nesmírným šmrncem. No, teď už jí mám. What the fuck?
There they both are, two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like two baby crocodiles.
Tohle nevypadá jako normální policejní boty.
It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Zpátky dovnitř.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside.
Tak. Aha.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk.
Selhání. Okay.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the great skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Encelindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. The small steel tag says as much. The great skua. Stegoarius skua.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Kdybychom v tom měli prsty.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
Mm-hmm.
Nosopet?
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Co seš zač?
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Potřeseme mu rukou.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Vymysli si jméno. Vlastně ani nevím, jak se jmenuju. Nelze ho zkusit znova?
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Ještě není čas? Aha.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
Muselo dojít k nějakému nedorozumění. Považujete mě za někoho jiného.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Right. And the interviews?
Jaké výslechy?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice. Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Nemám rád mrtvoly. Hele, čeče, to víte, že jo? Ne, beze zbytku.
So, the body is still in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Co bych vám řekl, že nejsem skutečný policejní důstojník? Jak si můžete být tak jistý, že jsem od policie? Ale já si nic nepamatuju. Co jsme to měli udělat, tak jdeme na to.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
Ale
If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge?
Když jsem se probudil, neměl jsem ho.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Aha, ztrátu průkazu. Tak asi nejdřív nahlásíme to, že jsme přišli o ten průkaz, ne? Že jo?
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Možná jsem.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
Ne, toho času jsem s pařícími rituály skončil, já nevím.
You rascal. I'm too old for you, and too married besides. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena, My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Řinku? Tak. Nevím, jestli jste si všimla, ale nevím, kde jsem a co dělám nebo cokoliv.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Byl jsem tak moc, že jsem zapomněl doslova všechno.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
Hostel v Cárech, Vířící. Bylo to na mých klíčích. V Inzulindii. Válečná zóna na okraji světa, jsme mrtví, navzájem se lovíme, jsme duchové.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
V pekle, všichni jsme v pekle. V Revacholu?
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
Revachol je zneuctěné hlavní město světa, něco takového?
Yes, great. See? We're getting somewhere. What else do you know about our city of splendor? Tattered as she may be.
No, opravdu super.
Disco dancing. It seems like a lifetime ago. Much has changed, but it is still the most beautiful city in the world. A rare jewel set in the sand between the pines. Everyone says so, even foreigners. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
973. Vím jen to, že se blížíme ke konci času. To špatný rok v mých pozdních 40 nebo 50, ani nevím, kolik mi je. Jaro 51?
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, Take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Nemám nejmenší tušení. Rád bych si myslel, že to je diktatura proletariátu, ale něco mi říká, že není. Naši vůdci jsou nelítostní bojovníci, kteří brázdí pláně v koňských sedlech. Civilizace se před námi krčí. Vládnou nám inteligentní stroje, které provádějí výpočty, aby určili nejsvobodnější trh. Všichni se činí a drou jako drsní vizionáři. Radia jsou používána k ovládání mysli lidí, zkreslují naše vnímání reality a skrývají naše skutečné plány. Cizince a ženy. Policejní, žijeme v policejním režimu. Diktatura proletariátu, ale něco mi říká, že není.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
But they still have cops.
Když to není žádná vláda, jak to, že tu jsou policisté?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Co je ta revoluce, o které jste mluvila?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago. It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better. Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
No, dear. I'm not quite that old, although I was injured in the line of duty.
Byla jste při výkonu služby. Horolskyně, provozochodkyně.
Nothing so glamorous, dear. Though when I was young, I dreamt of planting the Revacholian flag on some figurative peak. I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays. No problem. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Co je tohle? Pero se zelenou opičí hlavou na konci. Opice má zavřené oči a na tváři laskavý výraz. Zdá se, že medituje. S tím nic neudělám. OK.
Yes?
Tak, trošičku si popovídáme. Kýmem.
What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
Jedna mladá žena mi řekla, že byl oběšen žoldák. To je vše.
Then you are not that far behind, actually. Do you want me to brief you?
Ano.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Během oběti odebrané její věci, volající neidentifikoval, ale použil slovo lynčování mezi místními přístavní a logistickou společností divoké Pinie. Probíhá pracovní spor. Bylo mi řečeno, že bychom měli k úmrtí přistupovat jako k součásti tohoto sporu. Aha.
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled, using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The Dock Workers Union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Hrom je co?
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
Revacholská občanská milice. Aha.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizens Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
That's right.
Mějme si znovu předběžné informace.
You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company, while to find him or her is one of our tasks here. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers union is the de facto police in Martinez. Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Děkuji. Tak.
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Ne?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
Napadlo mě, že by v tom mohlo být zapleteno něco z jiného světa, však víte, něco nadpřirozeného. Bílý čtyřicátník, co víc potřebujete? Osobně si myslím, že pracovní spory jsou velmi záhadné. Dobře, takže ten případ pravděpodobně není záhadný, ale mohl by být sexy. Co je sexy na vraždě, pro boha?
Then you are in luck, because we are in the midst of a major strike by the dock workers union. Maybe more than that. The union clearly wants a piece, not just of the industrial harbor, but the Wild Pines Corporation itself.
Is this a strike then? Or the first shots in a workers' coup?
I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating these community matters. This district isn't used to the RCM's presence, and the Union rarely overplays its hand, as it appears to have done in this case. Strike, coup, revolution, it's brigandage, however you parse it.
You feel something rising through you, a familiar feeling, an opinion taking form.
Měli bychom ty dělníky rozemlít na jemnou kaši a nakonec prasata. Měli bychom ty vlastníky rozemlít na jemnou kaši a nakrmit. Aha. Takhle malou informovaností si nejsem jistý, kterou stranu rozemlít na... Rozhodnutí ve mně musí kvasit a taky nacionalismus. Nemyslím si, že namletí jedné nebo druhé strany do krmení pro prasata někomu prospěje. To jsem ale mazaný. Posledních 20 vteřin jsem se rozhodoval, kterou stranu namlít do krmiva pro prasata. Proč?
Politics is habit forming and hazardous. It is also irrelevant to police work. You're right to doubt the impulse. It might be detrimental to our task here.
From an imaginary fan.
Now, was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Když jsme každý z jiného okrsku, proč máme stejný případ?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
Víte, v čem jedu? V retrográdní amnézii. Řekněte mi o tom.
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
Řekni mi to hned.
Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good.
Soutěžej, kdo je lepší mezi sebou ty okrsky. Tak jo. Kde máš auto? Tady. Možná. Zajímavý stroj.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
Pošlete posily, pošlete posily. Je tam Delta 10, tady ohnivák.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is.
Ignoruj Alici a zmáčkni tlačítko značené uloženo. Ne, nebudeme mu do toho zatím šťourat. Mohla byste mě spojit s okrskem 41, mám tu něco, co bych potřeboval nahlásit.
Just a second, officer.
Ten 2, ten 5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
Deset.
10-4 message received. 10-5 relay message. What's your status? Over.
Jen se hlásím, přepínám.
10-18 state your message, sir.
Ztracený průkaz. Může to vyznít zvláštně, ale rád bych s vámi probral osobní detaily.
Ten 4. Your badge should have most of your personal details. Look over that. Over. 10-9. Over. 10-4 message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 1022 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Nic neříkej.
Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think? It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
No. Aha, důstojník ztratil průkaz, aha, jako kdybych byl první polda, kterému se to stalo. Můžeme jít dál.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh god damn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
He's asking you to stop, says this is serious.
Of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge.
Satellite Officer Vikmar concurs, losing your badge is serious. Over. 10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Oh.
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
Úplně v háji.
No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Schválně. A jako na schvál to nevyjde. Když máme 72% šanci.
Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain.
He says he didn't lose his gun. Or his phone, whatever that means.
Vteřinku. Tak.
Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not his fun. Just the gun will do.
Jo.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over.
Pošeptej poručíkovi. Kime, čím střílíte vy? Je to zbraň, co víc chcete slyšet? Stará, dobrá, vražedná zbraň, však víte. Podrží mě kým, nebo ne?
It's a single shot kill A9. An armistice to be precise.
OK.
Says it's a kill 9mm armistice.
Armistice? What, is he a fucking... Clearly he doesn't have his Villiers anymore.
Aha, tak to nevyšlo. Vteřinečku. Tak. Už bude snad klid. Nebude, já jsem si zase zapomněl pití. Tak ještě jednou. Máme 23:20. No, tak. No, tak tady to neštěstí. Jak pojďme dodělat. Každopádně tohle nám nepomohlo.
Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't. This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants.
Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his ass, but he still got his wiener. Oh man.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
Nechal jsem ji u jeho mámy, potom co jsem jí celou noc. Věříš mu to? OK.
That's a negative. Not going to say that. Over.
What's he saying? Share with the class.
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got.
Sure her vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate?
Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about. Tell him to apologize right now.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims that you made about his mother. Over.
Dobře, řekni mu, že se omlouvám. Byl to jen žert, myslel jsem, že to mezi námi policisty takhle schodí. Ale jestli se ti nelíbí následky, tak si nezahrávej s ohniváky.
Mac, he says you shouldn't have antagonized the firewalker in the first place.
Who?
Satellite Officer V. I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as Firewater, sir.
Firewater? He's lost it. Fuck it. Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the only thing that matters.
Satellite Officer V.
Slyšel jsem ho a jdu na to.
10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm.
Oh, God,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over. Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
Potřebuje informace, ne strach.
Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Počkejte, jste o samotě? Potřeboval bych o mě nějaké důvěrné detaily. Chci vidět, jestli jste ve své zprávě správně popsal můj průkaz. Mohl byste mi přečíst jméno, hodnost, datum narození?
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force. Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over. That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over. 10. Excuse me, sir. Over. No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed things weren't that good on that front. Over. 10-4, well, that's,
Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent on disrupting all?
He asked if he ever told me about his days before joining the RCN.
For God's sake, cut this shit out! Tell him to stop wasting time and be a goddamn
Sir, Satellite Officer Vicmar says... So, was there anything else? 10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
What? What is it? What can he possibly...
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Tak se zkusíme mrknout sem.
As always, it's DJ Mesh and Felicio, and you're listening to Street Freaks FM, bringing you the hottest, the nastiest, the most vulgar.
A flock of seagulls takes off nearby, startled by the roaring radio. Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off the radio. He's not looking at you as he's...
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency. You wanted a prime line, right?
Rychlý blázní FM, huh?
Oh, is that what it was called?
Go for it. Turn the radio back on while it's still on the Speed Freaks FM.
Souped up motor carriage for one bad mama's boy, for the heavier foot and the freaky arm.
God damn it! Look, it helps me to stay alert on long nights, okay? It's a method. I'm not some kind of speed freak or...
Bylo to o té těžké noze, jasně, nemusíte nic zasahovat.
Thank you.
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect you to someone? 57, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
Páčidlo s rudou špičkou, gumou potažené štípačky, baterkou s ručním pohonem.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. It's robust, weatherproof, and well made. Police issue lets you see things in the dark. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest.
Nabrali jsme nějaký věci.
Glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now.
Ukaž, máme nějakou výbavičku. Kam zmizely ty věci? Jo, tady. No tak jdeme zpátky.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all. Of course. What can I help you with? Me? I am just a gardener.
She hides it well, but behind the sweat and dirt there is something else in her rigid posture.
A co děláte tady?
I'm working.
Na čem?
I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done. Well, as you probably know, there's a corpse hanging from a tree there. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale.
Salts? Ammonium salts. Perhaps useful for later.
Of course. Where to? It's there. In the yard, right through the hole in the fence.
Even all the way over here, there's a drop of death in the spring air.
What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably. Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market, but that got closed down ages ago. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. No problem.
She's very well composed. Back straight.
Of course.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Výborně. Máme nějaký rukavice. +1 technologie. Tak. Asi to prohledáme vevnitř, někde tam prostě musíme mít bouchačku. Nejdřív jdeme rovnou nahoru.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm. OK, a nemůžeme to nějak otevřít? Nemůžeme to vypáčit tím páčidlem? Je to asi, kdyby to šlo, tak to asi použije automaticky.
The door is closed. Still no answer. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Tak si pokecáme s majitelem.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
Před dvě zkázy. Co je zlaté a oranžové jako lesní požár, ale voní jako likér. Momentálně se rozmýšlíme mezi jmény.
Fantastic.
Je to jako když opustíte kapelu, ale ještě jste se nerozhodli pro umělecké jméno na solovou dráhu.
That's wonderful, really. I think so. But there's a dead body out back. No one wants to work in these conditions. It's been a week.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Ale blbá, kdo já? Ne, u mě dobré.
His face expresses profound doubt in your having this. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco-Negro, sweeping over the plains and nations of the enemies of mankind. 5th century style. Unified currency and the concept of cool came in their wake. They wore lamella and carried guns. But first and foremost, Franco-Nigerian heavy cavalry was really, really wide. That hole in the fence must be enormous.
Tak, jen bych jsem chtěl teďka jakože upozornit, že jméno tohohle z toho týpka nemá nic společného s N-wordem, který je na Twitchi zakázaný. Takže prosím, Twitchi, nebanuj mě kvůli tomu, že ve hře se zmínil nějaký Franco N-word. Prosím. Doufám, že to nějaký auto AI bot, který kontroluje, co se odehrává na streamech, nevyhodnotí, jako že se tady řeklo něco, co se nesmí. Tak. Kdo ho zabil? Dobrá otázka, ale na to nám asi neodpoví.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they, if he doesn't know?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching.
Kdo přesně to říkal?
The locals, customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her.
Proč by ho
I would
lynčovali?
suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
She went away because none of your business.
Ale...
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
Tyhle věci mi lezou na nervy, jsem feminista. Asi jsem rád důkladný, všechno souvisí se vším, nevím, prostě jsem do toho šel. Asi jsem rád důkladný.
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
Let's go.
Nový bod dovedností máme.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Cože? Tak, co si zdvihneme? Máme teďka docela jakože nerfnutý tohle z toho, díky těm různým věcem. Vůle. Máme vysokou morálku, předtuchy a pocity. Pracuj se svými zrcadlovými neurony. Zastrašuj. Připoj se ke stanici, pochop kulturu policistů. Logika. Fyzičná motorika, psycha, intelekt. Odolnost. Přejmi rány, nenech se zabít světem. Zbav se bolesti, budou ti muset ublížit mnohem víc. Napni silné svaly. Jdi na párty, miluj a buď milován drogami. Vnímej mrazení v zátelku, naleď se na vlnu města. Nechtělo převzít kontrolu, vyhrožuj lidé. Ne, dáme si tohle teďka máme bonus předmětu jako -2, tak aby jsme to trošičku možná kompenzovali. Oh. Střední obtížnost dnes nepozorovaně se vytrať. Nedlužím vám ani hovno, co to je reál.
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
Za co dlužím? Jste zatčen.
You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
Ale
Did someone order a vague, farcical reading of
A je to.
the law, more than one pops into your head.
Odmítnutí pomoci policistovi svými stupidními žádnosti o peníze mi bráníte ve vyšetřování vraždy. Co na to asi řekne Sylvie?
Are you trying to frighten me now? What is this?
Vyhrožuju vám mučivými právními postupy, protože bráníte mému vyšetřování. Řekněte mi, co to je, znásilnil jste ji?
Fine, fuck this. I'll do it myself. I'll call your station. What was it, 41? I'll ask them to pay for the room. The drinks and the window you still have to pay for. That's 70. Are we done, officers?
Nepamatuju si, že bych je pil. Za nápoje neplatím.
The ledger does. The ledger has a memory. The drinks are non-negotiable. There's no way your station will pay for them.
Nashledanou a děkujeme za spolupráci.
Don't thank me. You still owe me 70. If you don't have it by tonight, I'm not letting you back up there.
That's enough now, sir. Good day.
Dokud neseženeme prachy, tak se nebudeme moci vyspat. Jestli to dobře chápu. Jo.
The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you.
Bych potřeboval se dostat sem, bych to tak viděl. Tady do toho pokoje. No, to ještě zkusíme tady možná rozsvítit. Zatáhnout za to, jestli...
The fan stands still. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. The lights are off. The window stands broken in its frame.
Tak prostě budeme furt bez zbraní. Bez zbraně.
Hello again, sweetie. Whatever do you mean?
Proti zločinu, neodstraňování mrtvého ze dvoru a chytání sériových vrahů.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Do parapřírody.
I can assure you with absolute certainty there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
Proč? 3 hlavy jsou lepší než 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
Zlatíčko potřebuje peníze. Dostávají zlatíčka peníze.
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
Tohle to nevyjde.
You must be joking. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you. Maybe you should talk to Everard, the union leader.
Interesting idea. This Everard sounds powerful. Maybe you can wrangle some coins out of his pocket.
17% zkusíme.
Try to force a tear out of your duct. Really rip into the whole emotional aggression thing.
Vteřinku. Tak. VZV? Co se právě stalo?
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, it's eaten them all up now. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
Tolik klidně visí na stromech, končím. Promanil jsem svůj život ochranou lidí. Si to ani nezaslouží. Končím, policajti ani nemá nikdo rád. Kdyby byl kurva mrtvý, jdi do prdele, jdi do prdele.
Yes, it can be difficult to be on the receiving end of so much distrust and outright hatred.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. It's because the Furrows lost that match, said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while, Satellite Officer Jean-Vic Mayer, the deranged former cop's partner, commented. Sergeant Mac Torson, another former colleague, did not propose any theories, merely saying, whatever happened to him wasn't about birds. He got fucked, that's all.
Vážně. Ještě si musíme dávat tady na to všechno pozor. To znamená, že můžu začít od začátku, že? Takže půjdeme znovu nahlásit ztrátu ty naší zbraně. To tam byl někdo. Moment, tam byl někdo. Tady byl někdo. Totálně na plech.
A colourful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Aha. Teďka bychom se toho byli bývali zbavili, kdyby jsme tohle to měli.
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns and operates the harbor. Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor, there's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
Můžeme mu šlohnout ten průkaz? To bychom asi ale neměli dělat. A ze 17% ho asi neprobudíme.
There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
Co nám to povedlo?
Why the yelling, man?
Looks like a sow descendant. A lot of sow dock workers around.
Really? You woke me up for that? Fine. What is it, officer?
Řekněte mi o divokých piných.
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics. How's it going? Haven't you noticed what's going on outside? We're in the middle of a strike down at the harbour, trying to force some sense into the executive board of Wild Pines. For one, I could use some more shut-eye in the mornings. Right to work, right to sleep, I say. Nate got it. Majoret's got it. He's guarding the gate. I'm just getting some sleep. Or was. We are. The workers. The union. We know what we need. What's right for us. Okay. I guess there's also Everard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart. Knows how to negotiate. He's got our back. Yeah, what about it? You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, a third one gets eaten by stray dogs. If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern?
Ano, to jasně je. Někde se na to musí podívat. Vypadá to, že tím někým jsem já, tak mi řekněte, co víte.
I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead.
Ole.
You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know, and I prefer to keep it this way.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue notebook.
Thank God, no.
To bezedná temnota do Žižichově. Čisté nic, jo. A řekněte mi, byla to blaženost bez ex věcí?
The worker stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep. A web of wrinkles covers his tanned forehead.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir, but when I'm out, then I'm really out. No ex anything. Just quality time. Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No. It's empty. Sorry about that.
The dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table.
Ale to budeme prozkoumávat příště. A tady je taky někdo, hele. Sakra, to jsem minule přehlídnul. No každopádně, přátelé, tady to uložím. A pokračovat budeme zítra, pravděpodobně, nebo nějaký další den. Dneska jsme si teda užili už první předčasný konec. Jsem zvědavý, jak to bude pokračovat dál. Náš detektiv, který se totálně stěl, se do toho postupně nějak dostane. Musíme ohlásit zase teda ztrátu toho průkazu a toho kvéru a potom ho nějak někde najít a přitom tady vyspovídat všechny ty lidi. A ještě jsme se ani nešli podívat na tu mrtvolu. Takže tady si ještě vybereme nějaký věci z toho a pokračování někdy příště. Tak jo, uvidím. Zatím je to takový, musí se to rozjet. Máme za sebou nějaký slabý 3 hodinky otvíráčku, každopádně jako ten příběh nějaký, aby se jako trošičku to víc rozhoupalo. Zatím je to spíš taková point and click adventura. To na mě spíš víc dejchá, než jako nějaký jakože RPGčko, ale on je to vlastně mix takových těch různých žánrů, takže uvidíme. Ono, až se to trošku víc asi rozjede, tak to potom na nás dejchne i tím vším ostatním. Detektivní, příběhová RPG adventura. No, uvidíme. Vizuál je zajímavý. Ten jako tomu nemůžu upřít, zatím vizuál je poměrně zajímavý. Ale uvidíme, jak se to dál bude vyvíjet. Každopádně, hele, půlnoc pryč, takže to tady zapíchnu. Přátelé, toliko všechno dneska z otvíráčku do Disco Elysia a pokračování zase někdy příště. Teďka v týdnu zase s otazníčkem, ty streamy možná pozdní, možná nějaký day offík. Jako vždycky sem tam jukněte do nadpisu vyvinutého streamu, když by náhodou něco z toho přišlo, tak budu dávat tam jak snad zavčas vidět. Protože je to všechno. Takže já vám všem děkuji za návštěvu, přeju vám krásnou dobrou noc a u nějakého dalšího streamu zase. Ahoj.